All right, today I gotta play Mythbuster. I gotta play Mythbuster a little bit. The Pelicans were extremely close to trading Brandon Ingram this offseason, and everyone was okay with it. And when I say everyone was okay with it, like the entire front office and Willie Green was okay with it. They were like, "Yeah, let's do it." Now it's for Kevin Durant. Let's keep that in mind. They wasn't trading Brandon for fucking bag of potato chips, like bag of Ruffles. This is Kevin Durant you're talking about. So you're gonna at least listen. You're gonna entertain the call. So that was a real conversation that was happening. And it wasn't that Griff said, "No, I'm not trading Brandon." That didn't happen. I don't know how that narrative got out there, but that's not what. Well, I do know how it got out there, but that's not what happened. That's not what happened, right? The Nets wanted Brandon and Zion, right? The Nets wanted everything. The Nets were never trading Kevin Durant to the Pelicans. It was never a real thing. They made an obscene counter offer. Well, not even counter offer. The Pelicans probably called and said, "Yo, what would it take to get Kevin Durant?" And they said, "Give us Brandon Zion, you can have Kevin Durant." That's what happened. And the Pelicans said, "Nah, fuck all that." Kevin Durant was hell-bent on going to Phoenix. Like, that's what happened. It was never a real thing about them choosing Brandon over Kevin Durant. That wasn't a thing. They chose Brandon Zion over Kevin Durant. And I think long term that was the right decision. That was the right decision. And as far as Brandon being on the market, man, it just depends on what happens, because you hear a lot of stuff about Luka starting, like, possibly becoming available, and of course Zion and Luka have a great relationship off the court, and it's one of the few people I ever hear about Zion having any type of relationship with off the court. I think the only way you realistically see a Luka acquisition is if Brandon is on the table, and should you trade Brandon for Luka? Yeah, absolutely. Hell fucking yeah, you should. Like, Luka, Joel Embiid, yeah. Hell yeah. If you want to talk about Brandon, Jaylen Brown, then it's a conversation. You want to talk about Brandon, Trae Young, that's probably a no, right? Depending on, what else is attached to that. But for Luka, Joel Embiid, MVP caliber players, yes, you do that, right? You do that. But do I think Brandon's on the market? Nah, I don't think so. I think the front office is displeased with him. Well, no, I know the front office is displeased with him and his handling of injuries and things of that nature. But I don't think they're ready to pull the plug quite yet. I think that, at the earliest Brandon is moved, depending on who becomes available this offseason, I think the earliest Brandon is moved is probably at this upcoming trade deadline. And that's if they don't agree on that extension and, things continue trending the way that they are trending, then I think you see that happen. But if it isn't a Luka or Joel Embiid type move, I don't anticipate Brandon is moved for a lateral player, and unless that player is like super available. Like if Brandon is a B- player and you can get another B- player, but that B- player plays like 80% of the season, then you go get that guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or if you could trade Brandon for 2 C+ players, maybe you do that. Like, maybe you consider that 2 C+ players and draft picks. Maybe you consider that. So I don't think he's on the market, but I will say they they were ready to move the fuck on, and I don't know if those feelings are still there, but it's a very tumultuous situation that's going on, and trying to tell y'all this all season, things weren't good, and I don't know if they're going to repair themselves with the way Brandon closed out the season. If anything, that may make them even more frustrated. So we shall see. But I would keep my eyes on Dallas, man, or keep my eyes on Jaylen Brown in the event that he doesn't make All NBA. But you'll hear about it here first if it does happen. I'm out. This podcast is sponsored by the Birdsall Law Firm, the official injury lawyers of Boot Krewe Media, located at 918 Porter Street by the Superdome. Give them a call at 504-523-5413 if you or someone you know has been involved in an accident, and be sure to mention we sent you. Birdsall Law Firm, the official injury lawyers of Boot Krewe Media.